This week at the Chateau, we take a look at the cottage, where the roof has been completely tiled with new windows. Tony and Tracy lift hundreds of terracotta tiles, and we look at the crumbling chimneys on the Chateau with some amazing views. Plus, Jonathan helps out in the chicken pens and gets a little surprise after school. My name is Terry, and with my partner Ash, mum Tracy, dad Tony and nephew Jonathan, we are leaving our hometown of Middlesbrough for a new life in France. To restore this beautiful 18th century castle. From living in caravans during winter to tackling years of neglect, keeping her dry, discovering more about its past and bringing it back to its former glory. Not forgetting Louis, Sasha and Patrick. This is Château de Lalacelle.
So we finally got the all of the work finished up on the roof now. The windows are all in and sealed, the slates are all repaired, the zinc's all been replaced, and the gutters and downpipes are all on. And it's absolutely fantastic now, isn't it, Trace?
It is. It's looking amazing.
It's even better than I hoped it was going to be. And the windows really set it off. Those two dormers matching the barn behind us is fantastic. We were originally just going to replace some of the slates and leave some of the original ones on this side of the roof. Unfortunately, they were all that bad that I made the decision just to buy a few extra slates and do the whole lot. And I'm really glad I did, because it looks fantastic with a full set of new slate on. Don't you think, my dear?
It is. It's fantastic now. It
pushed the budget a little bit, but it was worth the extra money, because it was just so patchy and the old slates were so thin. It just wouldn't have worked. So now we can crack on with the inside, can't we,
now,
my love?
yeah. Get the floors sorted, get the walls sorted. We'll be in for
Christmas.
22.
So we've moved the staircase out here now, and we're just going to move the rest of the stuff that's just sort of accumulated, and some stuff to go up to the garden and some of the kitchen units. We're going to move them over somewhere safe and dry, because what we want to do now is try and get these tiles up from the floor so we can get some insulation down. The idea is hopefully we'll be able to save enough of them to be able to clean them and reuse them, put them back down, because we really like the different tones and colours, the way that they all mix. So hopefully we'll be able to get enough to get this room done. when we did the first clean up of the kitchen area in here, we stumbled across a couple of these wall mounted cast iron sink and splashback pieces. No idea what sort of age they've got to them, but I think cleaned up they're going to look really smart, so we'll try and be looking to put them somewhere about the place. There is another one that's got a tap fitted already, but Tracy's already taken that one over to keep it safe while we're digging this floor up. But yeah, these are really nice pieces, very heavy, but I think they'll look great up on the wall. Possibly, I don't think there'll be room in the bathroom or the kitchen, but possibly a little wash basin in one of the bedrooms upstairs, or maybe somewhere over in the chateau. We'll have to have a chat about that, but we'll certainly be using them somewhere. Use one of the little so just a little bit more difficult. I've got to wait on my so you are. We're going to start taking some of these tiles up today, and it'll probably take us a few days, I think. But what we're going to do is try and get all of the tiles up from the lobby and in here in the salon, and between them we hope we're going to have enough to recover one of the floors after we put the insulation down. So there's nothing like the present, my dear. Let's crack on and get going. Hopefully not cracking too many. So we've got everything finished up on the roof now. All of the guttering's finished, all of the broken and slipped tiles have all been replaced, and downpipes are all in place. The only thing we need to do now is some final routing to a soakaway or a drain point of some description. That's one for the not too distant future, but just on hold for now. While we were up finishing off, we've also fitted this flue liner, so that when we get the fire over from storage in the UK, we can get that fitted in and start thinking about warming the place up nicely. The fireplace, we'll keep the original stone and maybe even the mantle, but what we'll do is we'll take the bricks from the bottom and probably just put a nice piece of marble as a hearth. And talking about flooring, we've got all of the tiles up now, so that's the lobby finished and in here finished. All we need to do now is dig away the dirt to give us enough depth to get the insulation fitted. So the next room to crack on with is the bathroom, because that's got the same tiles as we had in here, and we're going to take those up and insulate that as well. And that'll only leave the kitchen really to think about seriously, because it's got cobblestones in places, it's got dirt in places, it's been patched and repaired. So there's quite a few things to have a little think about before we make a final decision. It'll probably all come up in some shape or form, but we'll just have a little look and a think about it for a while. So like I say, we can get on with the bathroom, and that's the one that we're going to look at next.
As Tony and Tracy have been busy working away on the cottage, they have a little surprise for Jonathan to keep him busy. Now Jonathan is keeping busy, the next job is an urgent one on the Chateau, tackling the crumbling chimney. With some amazing views. And evicting the two little lodges. While working on the chimney, we've decided to fit the flue liners, allowing us to have log burners on each floor.
Now that we've finished all of the work up on the cottage roof, we've moved over here to the chateau and turned our attention to the chimneys. We're also going to look at the guttering on the back as well, because that needs replacing. The chimneys are all in pretty poor condition really. The roof itself's really good, but the chimneys have suffered from the weather. And this is the first one that we're looking at. We've dropped 2 liners down, one down to the grand salon on the ground floor, and then here on the first floor, this is going to be the salon for one of the 2 suites that we'll eventually have up here. And so we've just got this liner in, and we've connected the gear up top, so it's all in and fixed. We're just holding it in place with these couple of stones just while everything sets. We don't want to disturb anything now that we've got it all capped off. Hopefully it won't be too long before we can do some real work in here to the walls and to the floors to get this place starting to look like a room again. But at least for now we've got this facility ready. Chimney's nice and clean. There wasn't too much came down, as you can see. 10 minutes cleaning up, I'll sort this out, so not bad at all really. Up on top, the chimney itself, we had to take a couple of courses of bricks off and basically rebuild another couple of courses. Now that we've got these liners in, we can start rendering the outside. What we're going to do is mimic the finish on the outside walls of the chateau, but we'll still retain the decorative brickwork finish, so that although it'll be newly rendered, hopefully in a couple of years it'll blend in with the rest of the stonework, and you'd never know it wasn't always that way. So we were chatting with one of our friends the other day, and he happened to mention in passing that somebody he knew had had their bathroom done a few years ago, and what they'd done is they'd exposed the two internal walls and left them as a stone, just had them pointed up and sealed, and it looked great. So that got Tracy thinking, and what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the plaster off in here in our bathroom for now. Some of it's in pretty poor state anyway and quite crumbly, and some of it is blown, so it needs to come off. So we're going to do that before we take the floor tiles up, so that we can clear the mess away. And if the walls are as good as they have been in other places, what we're going to do is then just do exactly that. We'll point them up, seal them, and then we'll get on and get on with the floor. So it wasn't one of the jobs on my list, but now it's top priority, so we'll obviously got to do that before we can take the tiles up. So here we go, let's crack on. Well, a couple of hours work between us, and we managed to get the tiles up in the bathroom. It's only a small room, but I think someone doing it on their own, you get a little bit disheartened, and it probably would have taken almost a full day. So with the pair of us on the job, it's cracked and done.
Me on the job.
Yeah.
Cracking the whip.
Well, that's another factor. So all we need to do now is see where we can get a little mini digger from. I think, because I don't think
next week. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't think my back's up to shoveling 6 inches of this stuff out of here. Not out of all 3 rooms.
No. This one we might, if I get the digger in. But
yeah, we'll see what the littlest one we can get is, and hopefully we can save our backs a bit.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'll just finish cleaning off the walls a little bit, and might even try a jet wash, but now that the tiles are up, it wouldn't cause us too much problems. We didn't want to jet wash it and then find we'd cemented the tiles together.
Yeah. It might wet this, so we'll see.
So we'll see. Onward and upward.
Next, Jonathan needs to do his daily check on the chickens and give them a little feed.
Just scatter a few bits. So as today's Jonathan's day off school, what we've decided to do is to get round to putting a little swimming pool, paddling pool, drinking pool in for the chickens. We looked at a few different things and decided probably the best thing to use is going to be, I think it's supposed to be a cat litter tray, but size and depth's about right, we think. So what we're going to do is dig a little hole to get it mostly into the ground, and then see how the chickens get along with it. We tried it in last night just as a tester, and they seem to love it, so we'll get it into the ground and see how it goes. Make it a bit tidier. Only has to be a little, that's perfect.
Okay, one more. That little one, we'll see if it fits now. Okay, do you want to see if it fits in? Hey, I'll see that. Careful with that. Young Grandad, see if it fits in. Oh, chip, chip. Oh, brilliant. Got some soil in there. And we have to go and get some water. Oh, Nana. Oh, Grandad. There you are. Just stamp around the edge. You want to check the eggs? We need to go and get some water now. Check it. I'll go and get some water.
So we've had another cracking couple of weeks here at the Chateau, making some great progress, not only at cottage but also outside, and we're starting a little bit of work in the Chateau itself, so it's all good really. The weather's been nice, a few days coming up we're going to have some dodgy weather, but we'll crack on with other things. So in the cottage we've managed to get the roof all finished and the guttering's all on. We cleared out the salon and then decided to pick the tiles up so that we can put some insulation down. Not quite as easy as that, but it wasn't too bad really. We also had a look at the walls in the bathroom and decided that we're going to take the plaster off and have a full look at them, and they're absolutely fantastic. They're going to look really good as features, aren't they? Yeah. So with the windows and the bathroom walls, we've been pretty well busy over there. But we also had time to get the scaffold up for the first work we're going to do on the Chateau roof. We need to look at the chimneys because they're all in poor condition, and also replace the back guttering. The roof itself's fine, so we don't have to worry about that, which is a big bonus. So we've progressed to date. We've got a couple of liners in the first of the chimneys we looked at. We've got some repairs done to the actual brickwork. We're in the process of rendering that to keep it all shipshape really, and then we're going to finish it in the same sort of finish that we've got on the Chateau walls, so it'll blend in and look great when it's finished. So yeah, busy couple of weeks. We've had time for a bit of fun though as well. We had a trip out to the local supermarket and got a trampoline for Jonathan that's kept him more than busy.
And Nana.
Yeah, well, I did check the weights and you're okay, my dear. It does go up to 150 kilos, so even I could have a bounce without breaking it. And we had a bit of fun down with the chickens as well. We put a little bit of a paddling pool bird bath in for them, and they've had a splash. A couple of them had a splash in there, and it's all just keeping Jonathan busy.
Yep, keeping him busy and keeping everything going. It's just a balance, isn't it, to keeping Jonathan busy and
but
keeping all the jobs going.
Bonus of course is that he's loving school. He's loving the 4-day week, even though the long days, so he gets the day off in the middle, and it gives us a bit of a break as well. So we've got a couple of days hard work and then a day of really hard work, trying to work and keep Jonathan happy. And it's really working well for us. So hope you've enjoyed this week's video. If you have, please like and share and subscribe to our channel. Details should be on the screen below us now.
Bye.
Bye.
Watch that one, that should be better.
That was 3 minutes.